What makes an attractive person unattractive? A shitty attitude. Just generally being rude or dismissive to people for no reason, or having an undeservedly high opinion of themselves. Girl in my class does that all the time, especially to guys with acne. She wears a layer of makeup. Bad hygiene. When I was a bigger dude, this was my trick to still getting girls. Just look clean and smell nice. Super simple stuff. Some girls do like a squishy teddy bear, some like a stringy beanpole. Either way, they want them clean. People would be surprised how much being clean plays a factor. My girlfriend tells me regularly how much she appreciates how good I smell because I shower 1-2 times a day. It's a big ol' thing. Narcissism. I was talking to this one girl, gorgeous, hot, tall, slim, yet perpetually single. After one group date I knew why. Yeah, she treated everyone as if they were dirt. It depends. A little bit of narcissism can be a good thing, especially if the person is as good looking as me. It's like confidence. Too much and it's a bad thing, but just the right amount is amazing. Negativity. No one likes being around someone who thinks everything is shit all the time. Especially bad if they blame everyone else and never think they might be the issue. Was just going to say this. People who always complain and fail to see the good side of something are a real struggle to be around. Lack of empathy. Don't know the feeling, bruh. Can't relate. At least you're honest. Honesty is second on my list of least attractive qualities. A deeply rooted victim mindset. We all have our struggles out here, some more than others. But some people are dedicated to maintaining a very negative perspective, and that shit gets exhausting to deal with. Usually brings you down too if you're around it for a while. On the flip side, seeing someone try to smile through a bad situation and actively make the best of it is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. When they act and treat other people who aren't as attractive or as well off terrible. I hate that. I feel like most people do this. It's unfortunate. Being a flat earther. I don't know why, but I originally read this as Flatchester, and I was like, bruh. Being rude, a waitress/waiter who was just doing their job. Ugh. That makes anyone as ugly as they can possibly be. I once dated a guy who was mean to waitstaff. When I pointed out that he was being rude, he told me, I'm allowed to. I make more money than them. Didn't even last a month after that. Wow, I wouldn't have lasted the date after a comment like that. I would end it right there. Getting mauled by a lion. I like this one. Must be 6 or taller. If you're not, don't waste my time. Smoking. This. If we are using a points system, where 10 is the single most attractive person on the planet, and 1 is a pile of dirt, smoking is immediately -6 points for me. TBH, I find smoking really hot. Smoking looks hot, but the smell and the health effects just gross me out. Can confirm, had an ex that smoked. Every kiss tasted like an ashtray. If they run screaming from me. If you can't handle my nude body when we first meet, you don't deserve me. Fake nails longer than their fingers. What about real nails that are longer than their fingers? That's actually kind of impressive and creepy at the same time. You could have the looks of a goddess, but if you got bad hygiene or can't deal with others not agreeing with your beliefs, you are instantly butt ugly. Yup. I worked with a girl in college who was smoking hot on the outside in every way, but she always had the worst breath and was a close talker. Took her from a 10 to a 4 real quick. Ignorance. Especially willful ignorance. I got no beef with ignorance. People from all walks come from learning something at totally different paces at totally different times. Intentionally not knowing something that's legitimately stupid. A horrible disfiguring accident. I read accent and was like, the Aussies ain't that bad. Least it's not Boston. Coasting through life on someone else's work/dollar. Leveraging it to their advantage. Attractive guys that will knowingly hook up with girls that are actually into them just so they can smash and not give a shit about their feelings and the aftermath. Attractive girls that know they can get things out of men purely because they hit the genetic lottery, whether that be drinks, food, money, drugs, etc. Basically, using the fact that you're attractive to take advantage of other people. Low self-esteem. It gets to a point where you get desensitized and you stop feeling bad for them, especially if the low self-esteem manifests into intense self-centeredness. My ex was like that, and she was so fucking needy that it drove me crazy. She constantly needed affirmation and craved validation from anyone that I couldn't take it anymore. I agree with this point. When people beg for attention and fish for compliments, it can get very annoying. However, not all cases of people seeking validation are done by people attempting to fulfill their own vain needs. Sometimes anxiety, specifically body dysmorphic disorder, can cause people to seek constant validation about the way they look, due to fear of being ugly. Your point is correct though, and people like those you described are part of the problem. They make it seem like everyone who is concerned about the way they look is an attention seeker. It's so annoying, and I completely agree with you. Lack of intelligence. You can be a 10/10 in hotness, but you immediately become a 2/10 if you open your mouth and you're an idiot. Don't really have a problem with low intelligence, because some people are born with a low enough IQ and they may find it hard to be a certain sort of way intellectually, but willfully being dumb is such a fucking turn off, especially if they have the ability to learn and make themselves better. Lack of intelligence isn't a problem, as long as they're humble. Being an idiot is usually manifested in thinking you're a genius though, and the arrogance that comes with it is unbearable. Vanity. Tons of hot guys, but once I see their Instagram account is basically a museum of selfies, gym and gratuitous shots. Clearly posed, hardly a break. It's an instant boner killer for me to see a guy consumed with his looks. For me it is plastic surgery or way too much makeup. Most women wear makeup for themselves, not to appear more attractive to dudes. Everyone's entitled to their opinion on attraction, but I don't really understand the downvotes on the girl talking about wearing a lot of makeup as bad. Had a cute girl in my class, talked to her when I had the courage. Disgusted face and then said ooh. Felt very bad of myself, then just went back to my seat while she was whispering to her friends and giggling with them. I don't understand why you have to be mean like that though. Never talked to her, and now I give her a disgusting face when I see he walk down the hallway. Face tattoos. Backstabbing is a turn off. I imagine real stabbing is a turn off too. Being mean to animals like dogs or cats. Racist jokes about Asians, sloppy joes and country music. Yes, I have someone very specific in mind. Treating friends and family poorly, expecting them to give or do things for you solely because of that bond. In addition, being completely unappreciative of the things they already do for you. Lazy complainer equals incredibly unattractive. Had an ex like that. Once I realized just how bad it was getting, I cut that shit off real quick. Being a bully. One of the most conventionally attractive women I've ever met was also a gossipy backstabber. Could not look at her without disgust.